So let's understand the word Tantra itself. So Tantra is basically a Sanskrit word, and when we break it into two, Tan means expansion, expanding. Tra means the tools and practices. So putting them together, it means the tools which can help us to expand our consciousness. So as I was saying in the first part, that Tantra is in itself not just a philosophy or scriptures, but it's basically the science to really help us expanding the human consciousness, to really help us land into our divinity, into our divine self. And Tantra works on various aspects, and Tantra is a very feminine path. This is one of the beauty, I would say, of Tantra. It is not just text and scriptures, it really has tools which we can use in our everyday life. So whether it is building healthy romantic relationships, or learning about our own sexuality, or learning about our emotions, or creativity, or expanding our heart, it has basically the tools and the wisdom for each aspect of who we are as humans. So, coming back, Tantra is basically a very feminine path, and if we see the consort of Tantra, it is of Ardhnareshwar. That means half man and half woman. So it's basically helping to bring this union of the divine feminine and masculine, not just outside, but within our own self. So how? So if we see in the universe, everything is basically dancing on this principle of masculine and feminine energy. And even in our relationships, we are basically seeking out in different partners, basically having this kind of completion with, to feel this completion within ourselves. So Tantra can help to take us to this path wherein we can feel this oneness and completion, not because of the other, but because of bringing this merger or union between the feminine and masculine energy within our own self. So that's about explaining the consort of Tantra, which is of the Shiva and Shakti. You must have also seen the Yabyum, wherein the Shakti is sitting in the lap of Shiva. So that is one of the tantric traditional statue, or the figure, you can say. And Ardhanareshwar is the deity, which is the tantric deity we basically worship, which is the half man and half woman, as I explained. Now, going into how Neo Tantra, or how different kind, there are thousands of various tantric meditations, practices, and in Tantra we use Tantra, Mantra, Yantra. Yeah, so we use chants, we use various kinds of chants, whether it's in Shakti Tantra to awaken various goddesses or the goddess energy, or whether in Shaiva Tantra we use various chants, or even in Neo Tantra we use various kind of chants to help us to really come into this divine alignment. And yantra, so yantras act as a medium to really help us channel the divinity on earth. Yeah, to really, it's basically creating the sacred geometry. And many a times in some of my tantric workshops or sessions, we even create live human yantras. So we, the participants, we act as the human yantras, and helping ourselves to really enter into this ritualistic ceremony or space wherein we can feel the heaven on earth. Yeah, so Tantra, Mantra, Yantra. So we use in the classical or the modern practices of Tantra all these various ways to help us heal, to help us really channel and reach to the divinity in ourselves. Yeah. Now, the other thing which we use in the tantric practices is the breath, movement, sound, intention. So, most of the tantric practices use either breath as a tool or the movement to help energy to move, or the sound. Yeah. So, using all these three, four different tools, it helps energy to move, to release, to shake, to let go, and to invite something new. The main pillars of Tantra, I would say, is meditation and love. Yeah, so when Tantra is anchored into presence, into deep meditative practices, this is Tantra. So if your teacher is teaching you no meditation, please, it's not Tantra, it could be something else, but it's not really Tantra. And into love, into heart, yeah, into expanding this heart auric field, yeah, feeling more expansion, more joy, because Tantra is a path of transcendence. Tantra is basically a path to transcend poison into nectar. Yeah, and what could be poison for us as humans? Our anger, growth, our jealousy, our possessiveness, all these inner demons, feeling lack of self love, self worth, all these inner demons, sadness, grief. So basically, it helps to transmute all these so called negativity into pure energy, into pure love. That's the path of Tantra. So, Tantra is not a horizontal path, Tantra is a vertical path. Yeah. So, Tantra is a path of transmutation. And this is why also in Tantra, many a times we do work with our sexual energy to basically channel this sexual energy into consciousness, into creativity, into love, into compassion. So remembering Tantra is a vertical path. So if in your life you're feeling that you are responding in a much more joyous ways, that means you're on the right path.